spoke about dehydration and the importance of taking water. In these next few segments, I'm hoping we can talk a little bit about food, nutrition, foods to eat, foods to avoid. And when we're talking off camera, you said something about you had been treated for ulcers for 7 years back to back because they thought it was ulcer. Meanwhile, you had a gallbladder problem which had to do with the foods you had been eating, and your doctor told you how wrong that was. Let's get into that, because I think that's really crucial.
Yes. I believe that the issue of crisis can actually be reduced.
Okay.
At least there can be major gaps between this crisis and the other, depending on your nutrition.
In addition to flu,
in Nigeria, we eat a lot of egusi, we eat a lot of ogbono, and these are foods very rich in fats and oils and cholesterol. And what happens is that for the individual with sickle cell disease, the liver is overstressed and the gallbladder has to secrete more bile to get such foods digested. So, foods that are fatty, fried, high in cholesterol, are very difficult to digest for individuals that have sickle cell disease.
I see.
Because, I learned that the hard way. I do a lot of research. I sit up, go on Google, and find out foods that you can eat. And I discovered that raw vegetables and fresh fruits go a long way to help. It rebuilds your cells. It does not permit your cells to break down as fast as they would if you were struggling with all those heavy foods, fried meat, fried fish, fried...
And so, okay, that's an important point, because up until this day, and I hate to display my ignorance here, no one I never thought about egusi being a problem, and I'm sure most people who are watching this would not as well. So the key is that you want to protect your liver. You want to reduce the task, what is being tasked with,
exactly.
because it's already being tasked because of the red blood cells that are constantly being broken down. That tasks both the liver, the kidneys, and the spleen, and that's one of the reasons, I guess, why they tend to have a shorter lifespan than regular people.
Exactly.
All right. Fruits and vegetables. Vegetables tend to help, not just they help to replenish.
Exactly.
The blood vessels.
It digests faster.
Okay, it digests faster, that's right. It digests faster, it helps to even provide antioxidants, provide protection for the cells, and helps you rebuild your red blood cells.
Yes. The ones for the therapy that you will need to heal certain ailments will cost you a little bit more. But there are the carrot is available all year round. The cucumber is available and very cheap. In fact, I tell them at the support center that the cucumber is my antibiotic. Once my stomach is upset, instead of swallowing drugs and all that, take a cucumber, maybe with an apple or with lettuce. The lettuce is so cheap.
Well, you have to remember, we're not just talking to people who have jobs and living in the cities. We're also talking about people in the villages who may not have the ability to
with 50 naira.
Okay.
You can buy yourself a cabbage. With 50 naira, you can buy lettuce. With 50 naira, you can buy enough carrots for a meal.
So, just to wrap up on foods. Processed foods, we talked about taking too much carbonated drinks, Coke, Fanta, things like that. You want to stay away from those things.
There are no-nos.
No-nos. And then sugary drinks as well. Alcohol, maybe not.
In fact, that's a killer.
That's a killer, okay. And of course, you don't want to smoke at all because that just constricts the blood vessels.
You don't need it.
Yeah. I mean,
the system doesn't need it.
It actually is not just a needing, it actually attacks and damages the system. So we want to stay away from, remember, carbonated drinks, processed foods. You want to reduce your fried foods as much as you possibly can. Of course, alcohol and smoking. Yeah, I know it's tough, especially if you're a teenager and you're wanting to bubble and hang out with the guys and all that. You got to watch out for that. Take a lot of water. Take a lot of fruits and vegetables, especially things like carrots, cucumber. What else?
The apple.
Let's talk about the ones that
the
you can
cheap
have, the ones that you can afford.
The garden egg now.
Garden egg.
Avocado, pear.
Mangoes, if mangoes are available.
In fact, mango, coconut.
Coconuts. Okay, coconuts
That's what you get in your environment.
Okay. So it's going to take some discipline actually to go out of the way and get these things, but your body will enjoy it. You'll be the better for it, and you're going to live a lot longer with pain-free as possible. And hey, listen, it's not a fair world. If you're born with sickle cell disease, it's tough. Everybody understands that, but you've got to live with it. And these are the things that we're trying to pass across to you so that you can, take control and take hold of these things, and hopefully, like we've said, improve your quality of life. I just want to add two supplements that are very, very important. There are some extremely important things like vitamin C, vitamin D, immune boosters. We do a lot with our Brain and Body Foundation in helping to provide immune support. And we found out that once the children's immune system is boosted, is strengthened, is enhanced, they tend not to have these crises. The other things as well, that's things going to help improve blood flow, improve the health of the blood vessels. So all these things are very important. And like she said, you need to keep on looking for knowledge, getting the knowledge you can. Join groups like hers. The numbers will be on the screen for you, so you can contact her and find out how to take advantage of that.